Hello, my YouTube family. Yes, I did start off with a deep breath, with a deep woosah, because that's the way this day ended. So let's start with lips of the day and then sit down. I got so much to talk to you about. Sit down, okay? Just sit down. I don't have a lip liner. It's just one product that's given me major redness right up in here. It is the L'Oreal Laque. And this is in the color 203 Laquerized. It's too small, you won't see it. But that's what it is, 203 Laquerized. Lines and filled. Because, you know, it comes with a point. Which is probably dulled down now. See, it kind of comes with a point, so. And then you just fill it in. This is some great stuff. This is some great stuff. That's all I have to say. Because once it's on your lips, Hurricane Sandy, tornadoes, tsunamis, it's not pushing this sucker off. Nope. No can do. I'm just saying. Okay, so that was lips of the day. Sit down. Sit down because I need to woosah, but I also need to talk to you about other stuff. So I don't know if I should talk to you about what I need to talk to you about and then talk about Real Housewives of New York and the Real Housewives of the OC, which I forgot to talk about from Sunday because that's when the Real Housewives of the OC is on. I forgot to talk about it on Tuesday because I wasn't here on Monday. And that's another thing I need to talk to you about. So, okay, let me just get this off my chest and then we'll talk about it. I'll end the video on a good note with the Real Housewives of New York and the Real Housewives of the OC. I'll start with the OC first because that one's not so good. I'll end with the New York. Okay. So at 4:30, I got called into the principal's office. And the basic bottom line of me getting called in was, we need you to do more. You know, we can see that you've got so much potential. We just need you to do more. And I've gotten, now this is Shorty, okay? Shorty's not my boss, okay? But apparently my boss doesn't want to talk to anybody. She don't want phone calls. She don't want to talk to anybody. I don't know what her purpose is, but she don't want to talk to anybody. And this all started, I knew this was going to happen. This all started with, oh, there you go. Papa's up here earlier. I had to show him something on the computer. And, of course, Chicken, scaredy cat, ran into the living room. Come here. It's all safe. It's good. The coast is clear. There we go. So, yeah. So, Shorty, I guess, is my boss now. I don't know how things run in that environment that they seem to sit in there. But Shorty is the one that came to talk to, that called me in. You know, I've gotten complaints. I've gotten complaints about you not being approachable. I kind of giggled at that because if I'm not approachable, I don't know who can be more approachable than me. I don't. Yeah, I've gotten some complaints about you not being approachable, and it's having to do with the temp badges. Oh, and I wanted to explain, but then she shut me down. Oh, I understand. You know, we have some usual suspects who never seem to have their badges, and you could always let me know. So I'm just sitting there and I'm just listening. I'm just listening to her. Hmm. I'm listening to, you know, I'm just getting beat up. So I'm just listening. I'm just listening, and I'm just listening. We need you to be more approachable. We need you to step up and own all the responsibility of a receptionist. And, you know, just try to do more. You want me to try to do more with what? Where's the more that's the incentive that's supposed to be in my paycheck? That's what I'd like to know. Of course, I didn't say that. I didn't mention anything about money. But see, I'm not the only one just quote unquote slacking off. Another one bit the dust. Did I tell you that one? Another one bit the dust. He gave in his 2 weeks. He gone. And he's one of the good workers. One of the good ones. Oh yeah, the good ones, they just jump and ship left and right. But like I said, you're going to have to push my ass out so I can collect my unemployment. If you really want me gone, you're going to have to do it yourself. But it looks like they're heading in that direction. I don't know. Now I'm becoming unapproachable. I'm the first person that you see. I do not have a face on me. I try to smile at everybody. But I know one person in particular that did complain about me. But apparently there's 2 others now that have said, you know, this is Shorty telling me the story. You know, people have come to me and asked me to go get them their temp badges for them because they don't want to have to deal with my attitude. My attitude. She's talking about me. I said, I have attitude? I asked her this point blank. She said, well, you know, I guess sometimes you may come across as a bit curt when it comes to the temp badges. I said, and I had to stop her there. I said, well, when the responsibility was thrust upon me with the temp badges, I was specifically told not to be too lenient and to let people, they're supposed to only have the temp badges for 24 hours. Then she cut me off. Yeah, that was at first, but you know, you could allow them weeks now. And I said, oh, I can allow them, they could keep the temp badges for weeks. She said, yeah, because, you know, people, there's certain things that come into people's lives, this, that, and the other. See, she's saying that because she, at one point, remember, a couple of weeks ago, I told you Shorty had to come in for a temp badge. And I had to write her an email because she was keeping it for days and days and days. And I had to write her an email to remind her, oh, by the way, you need to bring that temp badge back. But now, I guess, you know, since she could do it, everybody can do it now. Yeah, you could allow them weeks to keep the temp badge. But if you find it to be the same people over and over again, then you can email me and let me know. I honestly swear that this department that I am supposed to be a part of, I'm only a part of it when I'm in trouble or when I need to be talked to. That's the only time I'm part of the department. Other than that, I could go to hell. That's the way I feel. Yeah, you could allow them weeks. Oh, I said, oh, okay. I said, okay. But if you find it to be the same people, you know, just let me know. Will do. Aye, Captain. Sure. What else? Oh, and as far as, you know, ordering the fruits every Wednesday, you know, we want you to do more with that. Okay, you asked me to let you know when there are sales on the fruits. Yes, but, you know, I don't know what that means. Wait, you're the one that asked me to let you know when there's a sale on a specific fruit. I am doing that. Yes, but, you know, we want you to do more. I want you to make it look like, you know, you're placing the order for these fruits. We need to know how many fruits. Is it going to be too much? So I said to her, so when I find a sale on the fruits, you want me to like pretend to place an order, see how much the order comes up to, and then let you know, and then you'll decide whether you want to. Yes, that's it. Will do. Because you just letting me know what's on sale, I don't know what to do with that. You don't know what to do with that. What do you mean you don't know what to do with that? I'm giving you the poundage. I'm giving you the price. I'm giving you the different kinds of fruits. But you want me to apply it into the order as if we're placing an order. But don't place the order until I let you know exactly how much we need, how much it's going to cost, and this, that, and the other. You know, you could work with New Girl. You two can coordinate because I see that you're coordinating very well. And, you know, since you were out on Monday, oh, and that's another thing. And then she just went right into that. You know, I've been noticing that you've been taking Monday and Fridays off. You've been calling out sick. So now I have sick days. Okay, I have sick days. I am not taking any other days other than the sick days. And when I'm out sick, migraine, my second day. My second day to me is a sick day, okay? Because I would rather be close to the bathroom here in my house, because I have to be, as opposed to going to work and every hour on the hour having to shut the switchboard off, go to the bathroom, have to do my business, and then come back and not be comfortable and be irritated. But I have to put a smile on my face because I'm Miss Mary Sunshine. I'm the first person everybody sees. So instead of, so I said, oh, okay. And when she brought it up, because I was out Monday, when she brought it up, I said, and I looked down because I didn't want to have anything to do with her face right then and there. And I said, well, I'm really not in control of when I have migraines. Oh, I understand. I get that. But it's just looking a little suspicious that you were out, a couple of Fridays ago, and now you're out on a Monday. And I said, and I told her, I said, I'm not doing this on purpose. Oh, I understand. But, it just kind of looks a little suspicious. So if you can control that, I said, yeah, I'll try to control when I'm sick. And she goes, no, Nancy, you understand what I'm saying. And then when I didn't say anything, here she comes. Do you want anything from me? Is there anything that we here in the HR department, is there anything that you want us to do? So I said, funny that you should mention that. And she looked at me like she didn't expect me to say anything. Oh, but I did. I said, you know these calls at the vendors, and you want me to let you know, and I call you, and she goes, yeah, I understand that. I was just thinking. I mean, it was just an idea of mine that sometimes it's the same vendor that calls week after week after week. Uh, Instead of having him call week after week and ask for you all the time, why don't I just kind of send them to you the one time? Then they could hear your voice, letting them down easily, and then they can just cross your name off the list, and then there won't be another call. Here she comes. I understand exactly what you're saying, and that's a very good idea. But there are times that I just don't have time to even do that, Nancy. So here's what I'd like you to do. Here we go. You're familiar with the vendors now, and you recognize their voice. And I said, I'm well aware, because they sometimes tell me that they're going to call week after week after week until they talk to you. Yes, well, we know that's not going to happen. Well, what you can do is you can, take down their name and information, and of course, let me know. Email them to. You don't even have to call me anymore. Just email the information to me, because there may be a time, who knows, that I will have to call them back. But just let them know that you're just going to take down their information, and that you will definitely forward that information to me. And just let them know that they don't have to call back. I will call them at a future date. But I'm not really going to. Isn't it exactly the same thing that's been going on? You could just let them know. And I said, well, sometimes they refuse to give me their phone number, and they insist that they will be calling back. Well, here's what you can do with that. You can tell them, nicely. You don't have to be mean. You could tell them nicely that, yes, they're free to call back if they want to, but also let them know that you have already informed me that they have called, and if I'm interested in having them call, if I'm interested in getting their, what did she say? If I'm interested in calling them, it would suit them to their interests to leave their number so I can get back to them when I need to. So I told her, you want me to say all that? You want me to? Yes, Nancy. Just, you can take full reign of those calls, because they're just vendors, and I understand they need to make a living too, and this is the business that they chose to be in. But we don't have time to talk to vendors all day. So you just take it upon yourself. So you should just go thrusting the responsibility back on me. You can just, take up that responsibility and just, let them know that if they don't want to leave their phone number, let them know that you are going to inform me that they've called. And if I want to call them back, it's really in their best interest that they leave the phone number. Do you see the madness, people? Do you see the madness? And she was like, she was trying to be very, very serious. Like, this is a third warning kind of a thing. I already felt like I was called into the principal's office because that's the only time they call me into the office. It's never to say, we just wanted to tell you that you are doing such a great job. Oh, that does not ever happen. The only time you get called in is when you have been a very, very naughty girl and you're not doing what you're supposed to, and you're supposed to be the face of the company, and we want you to smile, and we don't want you to have an attitude. Like, you're never supposed to have a bad day ever. Yes, boo-boo. I'm not supposed to be out sick. I'm not supposed to, I can't choose my sick days to be on a Monday or a Friday. Like, I'm doing that. It just so happens that I happen to be falling sick on those days. I can't control when the migraines come. Would you like me to choose it on a Wednesday, November something? Do you want me to choose it ahead of time? It'll be on a Wednesday. That's not a Monday or a Friday. Is that okay? Or Tuesday? How about Thursday? Is that okay? What the hell, people? Really? Okay. I have taken up enough time. I feel much better now. Y'all want me to be Miss Mary Sunshine? Starting tomorrow, honey. I'm gonna be smiling at him. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, how you doing? How you doing? Friday's coming, don't you know? Have a good day. You want me to be all that? They're gonna think Nancy's drinking. That's how happy I'm gonna be starting tomorrow. I'll even say good morning to the ones that never have said good morning to me ever. Good morning. No, nothing. Okay. Okay. Let us talk about Real Housewives of the OC. Orange County, Sunday. I don't know, people. I don't know. Vicky got word over the phone that her mother passed away, and she flipped the F out. She lost it. And you know what? When my mother passed away, I didn't lose it. I cried. I cried in the shower. And it's very bizarre that I cried in the shower, because when my mother lost her father, she cried in the shower. And when I lost her, I cried in the shower. This broke my heart. You have no idea. I'm choked up just talking about it. Vicky's mother was her world, just like my mother was my world. So I could completely relate to the pain. It is a pain. Well, if any of you have lost a parent and were always very close with that parent, and that parent just up and dies on you, you don't know what to do. You don't know what to do. I mean, I love my father dearly, but I was closest to my mother. This is just the way it was. I am now as close to my father now that like I was to my mom. I'm close to him now. So, Real Housewives of the OC, the ending was just torturous. But as for this Megan chick, I like her less and less. Every time I see her now, it's like, I'm really not fond of this chick. I really don't care how many times she's moved. I don't give a fat baby, you know what. I really don't care for her at all. At all. Shannon took the upper road, and she was having a bunko. I think it was, the name of the game is called bunko, a bunko party. And she took the higher road, and asked Shannon, called her, and asked Megan. Shannon called Megan and asked her, you know, I'm inviting you to this bungo party, and would you like to come? And, you know, I would really like to squash whatever we had. What, you know, I just want to make amends, and I'm, you know, offering you an olive branch, and if you'd like to come, it would, you know, you're great. You'd be more than welcomed. And Megan got all, you know, like, oh, well, I'm kind of surprised you called me, but can I get back to you? Shannon was like, sure, you can get back to me. But Shannon called again, and Shannon tried to explain to her, you know, Megan, I am really offering you an olive branch. Okay, I'll come. And then Megan's talking about, you know, I'm kind of surprised that she asked me to come over because I really didn't think that, you know, we were ever going to be closer. This, and that. La, 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 la. This little girl, Megan, this little girl, that's all I've got to say about her. And it was during the bunko party that, I don't know, I guess Vicky got a message or something. She had to make the phone call. I don't know who she, or I don't know if she got it. Maybe I wasn't paying attention. But I don't know why she had decided to call Brianna. Or maybe it was Brianna that called her. I don't know. And then she called Brianna back on Shannon's phone in the kitchen. And Brianna broke the news. And Vicky lost it. I mean, she fell on the floor, curled up, screaming at the top of her lungs. She lost it. And I completely, I felt everything that she was feeling. I mean, I was in tears. I really was. I really was in tears because I know exactly what she was feeling. So that was the end of that one. That was the end of the OC. Real Housewives of New York, yesterday. Ramona, I don't know what to say about Ramona because she is out and out rude. She just is. And Bethany's right. It's all about her. It's all about her. And Bethany and Ramona has a way of explaining it. Like, well, you know, I've taken care of Mario for 25 years, and I've taken care of, you know, my daughter, and it's about time that I took care of myself. And this, yeah, but you don't have to be rude. You can take care of yourself fine, but you don't have to be rude. They went to, you know, they're still in Turks and Caicos, and they went to some, you know, very hoity-toity beachfront little kind of restaurant thingy. And the owner, his name is John, the owner was like greeting everybody. And he was talking to Bethany and he was talking to Carol. And they were telling him, you know, this is a really nice place and this, and the other. And here come Ramona, arm in arm with one of the waiters who was giving out, you know, drinks and stuff. And she said, I want you to show me who the owner of this place is because I just want to tell him that this is a really great place. So they were already talking to him. She came in and busted ass. Low-cut dress down to here. She turned him around, left them to see nothing but his back. And just, she totally took over a one-on-one conversation with him. He was talking to Carol and Bethany. She decided, oh no, that's over. That's over. It's my turn now. I want to hog him all for myself. And so the next day, Carol said, you know, that was out and out rude. That was just rude. You were just rude. And she was. Issues with Bethany and Heather. Hello. Bethany and Heather, like I've been saying from the get-go, two alpha females. One minute they're going to get along, next minute they're going to hate each other's guts, next minute they're going to get along, next minute they're going to hate each other's guts. Right now they're getting along. They spoke it out, they talked it out, and this, and the other, and now they're just the best of friends. Watch. In a few episodes, they're going to hate each other's guts again. Dorinda, I don't know if she was drinking a little too much. I don't know about Dorinda. but she had words with Heather. She doesn't like Heather. She I don't know what it is. I don't know what they were talking about. Oh, the conversation had to do with Heather saying, you know, fuck and shit too much. And Luann came out with, well, how would you like your daughter to constantly have words like that all the time and this, that? And Heather said, don't think your daughter behind your back doesn't say these words. She's probably cursing up a storm. She probably says these words all the time. And Luann is like, well, you know, I'm raising a classy daughter. And so Heather said, my mother raised me just fine. And she didn't have a problem with me saying fuck or shit. So what are you saying? Are you saying that my mother was a bad mother because she allowed me to speak freely? And then Dorinda jumped in, and oh, it was just a hot mess. It was just a hot mess. These women are hot messes. Okay? The person who's keeping out of the situation is Kristen. Kristen is keeping low-key because she's afraid. She's scared. That girl is scared. Not scared. Scared. She is scared. Dorinda scares her. Stirs her. And Heather scares her. She's scared. She just scared. So she don't want to have nothing. She don't want nothing to do with nothing. Okay? So, yeah, everything is up in the air. There's no solution to anything. Everything is just up in the air. And we'll, you know, tune in next week. See what happens. That's it, people. That is it. That is all. It's almost going on 30. Let me know what you think. Oh, by the way, remember yesterday I showed you my little CVS haul and one of the lipsticks was neon red? Yeah, I had it already. So I'm going to return this neon red. I was supposed to return it today, but it was raining. And I was not about to get out the car to go to CVS in the rain. And no, I have the receipt. As long as I have the receipt, I wrapped the neon red around the receipt, put it in my purse. So I have both receipt and lipstick. I am going to get my money back or exchange it for something else. I have no idea. Most likely get my money back. And also buy my Advils. My back was hurting a little bit this morning, but I had a slight headache. I think it's because these damn things, because I need to get my hair done. So my hair is all poofy. And when you tighten these, it gets very tight. My hair is getting poofy because it needs to be colored and it needs to be touched up, relaxed. So now it's just au naturel. It's just full on au naturel, you know, and of course with the humidity that we have now, it's Afro City. So trying to comb it down, trying to tie it up in a bun, it all affects my very sensitive head. So I had a slight headache this morning. So I took Excedrin, but I also went into the cafeteria and I bought, you know, those little small packets of aspirin. I bought Advils just in case my back would act up. So I have two, because there's only two that come in those little packets. I have 2 Advils just in case, but I need to get a full bottle of Advil. Hopefully tomorrow the weather will act accordingly, and I can go get my Advil at the CVS tomorrow. I was very disappointed. I said neon red. I didn't even check in my case. I checked on my old YT videos. Sure enough, Lips of the Day, neon red. Maybelline Color Sensational, neon red. I said, damn it, I already have it. And I remember once upon a time, I used to know exactly what I had, so I wouldn't duplicate. I think I've duplicated twice already. I'm not going to duplicate a third time. If I can get my money back, I got the receipt this time. I want my money back, okay? Because some things ain't cheap, okay? So I'm just saying. So that is it. That is all. I am going to unwind, get into my summer comfy cozies, and just call it a night. Because, you know, oh, my boo-boo, he's waiting for me. He really is. So I have to give him some love and attention. I have to tell you, this morning I yelled at him. Oh, I felt so bad. And it has something to do with the Maybelline lipstick. Let me tell you, I put the Maybelline lipstick on top of my bag so I could see it. He got on the bed and knocked the lipstick underneath behind the bed. I heard it fall, and I said, what did he do? This was before I had wrapped it around the receipt, of course. He was just playing and he flicked it. And I heard it fall, and I couldn't find it immediately. So I said, Tom, what did you do? And he gave me those eyes like, she hates me. She hates me. And he scurried under the bed. I felt so bad. But I was angry. I was like really angry because it's a small thing. I've got crap all over my bedroom. I can't find it. I'm getting ready to go to work. I have to get dressed. So I was a little perturbed. I guess there's a full moon or something because, you know, how the day ended. It took a good 7 to 10 minutes before I finally found it. And I did one of those. I did one of those size. And I put it in my purse. I wrapped it around the receipt this time. I put it in my purse so he couldn't find it. And I thought, because I must have been cursing while I was looking for it. Like, God damn it, I can't find it. And my voice is getting louder and louder. And he is getting scareder and scareder. His eyes are getting wider and wider. And after all was said and done and I found it, I put it in my purse and everything was copacetic. I really felt so damn bad. You have no idea. I felt so bad. I know how sensitive he is. I know my cat. I know how sensitive he is. So he must have had flashbacks of, oh, this is another person that's mad. And oh my goodness, I remember what this was like. He just had all of that written on his face. And I felt so freaking bad. So before I left, thankfully, before I left, he came out from under the bed. And I kind of, you know, he was like, don't touch me because I think you're going to hurt me. He really was scared. He was really, really scared. Like he just went back to his hoarding situation. He just went back there. And I felt like scum. I really did. But I made it a point. Before I left, I said, okay, Tom, it's okay. It's okay. And I softened my voice. I said, it's okay. Mommy's not mad anymore. It's okay. So he came out and I was about to pet him and he just kind of like, But he was looking at me and I said, it's okay, baby. It's okay. It's all right. So I gave him the end of my glasses to smell. And he, of course, wanted to nibble on them. I said, no, you can't eat them. But this is mommy, okay? This is mommy. Mommy's not mad anymore. Mommy's not mad anymore. And I gave him my hands very, very slowly. And he sniffed. And as soon as he does this, like, you can pet me now, I gave him a little scratch behind the ears. And I said, see, mommy's not mad at you anymore. And then I said, okay, mommy got to go to work. I'll be back. I love you. I say the same thing to him every single day. But it was not a good morning for me. It was not a good day. Okay? But it's over now, and I'm going to go to sleep just fine. I'll be Miss Mary Sunshine tomorrow. Hey! I'll be Miss Mary Sunshine tomorrow. Okay? Okay. I love you. I will talk to you tomorrow. Let me know what you think. All right? You'll know about it because one more thing. My bronzer is bye-bye. It's over. It's done. It is nothing but dirt. I don't know if y'all be able to see that. It's nothing but crusty dirt. And I'm not using it anymore. It's gone. It's done. Consider this an empty. This was my Wet n Wild bronzer. Bye-bye. So I just wanted to let y'all know about that. Okay, now I'm going. I love you. Bye now.